All right, for phase 2, you will begin to put the paper mache on your mask. So here are the materials you need: scissors, a bowl, water, flour, and your pre-made mask. Okay, so the first step is you're going to go ahead and create the strips that you're going to put on your mask. So you're going to take your newspaper, and go ahead and cut that into strips. All right, here's the steps on how to make the paste. You're going to put some flour in a bowl. You're going to need a good amount, probably about half of the bowl filled with flour. That should be good. And then you're going to add water and you're going to create a paste. And you want it to be pretty thin. So I put it in bits, you know. Put some in, mix it together. Make sure you get rid of all those lumps.
Still a little lumpy.
And go ahead. All right, now we're going to start applying the paper mache to the mask to create the surface and harden it. So you're going to go ahead and just dip it in there and then get all the chunks off. You want the whole thing to be wet. And then go ahead and layer it right on there and wrap it underneath. You want to make sure you're trying to get as much of the bubbles out, and you want to follow the contour of the mask as much as possible. See how they're overlapping? And they're also being wrapped around the backside, getting in all those little crevices. The nose and the mouth probably need extras because you want to make sure it's fitting the contour. Once you complete one full layer of paper mache, what you'll do is you will go back and do another layer. This will be 2 layers of paper mache for the first round. And this time you're going to go across the face. You're trying to make sure that you're covering all possible openings. And again, you want to make sure that you're following the contours as best you can while still being gentle so you don't ruin it. Too much pressure will cause the aluminum foil to fold. See how she's wrapping the edges here? Very, very important. That's going to hold your whole mask together. When you're doing this, again, make sure that you go back over that nose to carefully make sure it's outlined. Front of the nose, tear a small piece. Again, you're going to want to shape it right to the center. The nose is very important. I'm not sure if you understood that yet. Once you finish the front side of the mask, just go ahead and check the edges as best you can. Make sure that tape is still on there because you don't want your mask to fall apart. How does the front look? Still looks pretty good. No bubbles or anything? No, looks good. Okay, then you're going to go ahead and take your bowl of paste. You're going to clean that in the sink. All right, that's pretty much the first two major steps of this process. To continue, you will continue to add layers of paper mache to the top side and to the back underneath. After this dries, you will follow the required steps to go ahead and complete this mask until it's ready to be painted. All right, okay. The third stage of this process is painting the mask. As you can see here, I have a completed mask. It's dry. See, I put paper mache on the back. I put about 6 layers of paper mache on the front, and then after that, basically took white paper towel, and you'll see the white paper towel. I did 2 layers of white paper towel running down the face. Okay, and that creates basically the mat that you're going to use to decorate your mask. Before you go ahead and actually put a design on it, however, you need to paint it with a base of white acrylic paint. And essentially you just use a brush and you use the mask and you dip it and you paint it until you have a completed white coat. And then what you'll do is you'll actually draw. You'll take, after you paint it, you'll draw with a pencil. You'll draw with a pencil your design, right? So you're going to end up, after it's dry, it's white. After it's dry, what you'll do is you'll actually take your pencil and you'll draw your design. Like maybe this will be the eyes here, you know. However you're going to do it, and then ultimately after you do that, you're going to paint it using the colors that you want to use. So first you're going to do is you're going to paint it all white. Then you're going to draw your design on there, however you want it, in pencil so you can erase it. And then finally you'll paint it with other paint to go ahead and finish your design. And then you'll have a completed paper mache mask. That's basically it. All right. Have fun.